Hello again, welcome to Crop Life Retail Week. I'm here again with Eric Sfiligoj. This is Paul Schrimpf, and talking about the news of the week. And one of the most interesting things to happen was the hardly yet dry ink on the agreement between CF Industries and CHS. We got a chance to talk to Carl Casale a little bit this morning about the deal and some of the things that are happening. CHS is making a $2.8 billion investment in nitrogen fertilizer manufacturing throughout the CF Industries nitrogen facilities. It's going to give them access to about 1.7 million tons, or 8.9% of CF's total manufacturing capacity. It'll be at different plants in different locations. So CHS will really be able to increase customer service, improve logistics. It sounds like it's going to be a solid deal both for the customers and for themselves. It's part of CHS' continued aggressive pursuit of manufacturing capacity and of services across different areas of business, and of course nitrogen fertilizer being key, and with all the consolidation going in the market and it being so competitive. I know Carl Casale is trying very hard to and has led CHS in that direction for as long as he's been in power.
Yeah, and that's right, Paul. And of course, one of the things I know CHS has been trying to do is expand its distribution footprint, and was talking about building some additional facilities in the marketplace. But now with access to the CF Industries supply and its distribution chain, it sounds like that may not be necessary.
Yeah, CHS has done about 4 years of due diligence. It's about $100 million to look at the facility in Spiritwood. That has since the plug will be pulled on that based on this new deal. And one of the linchpins on the whole thing was access to water. The state worked very hard to try and get CHS access to the water it needed. In fact, even looking at gray water, looking at potentially a river pipeline up to 150 miles away. But at the end of the day, CHS was not feeling secure about whether the water would always be accessible. And having been drought years recently, I think kind of pushed the envelope and made them realize how tenuous water supply can be and how limiting it can be. And so going from one facility to multiple facilities cures a lot of issues. Certainly water is among them.
Okay. Well, yes, Paul. And using that as a segue, of course, water was something we talked about last week and have been talking about. And where CHS was trying to find access to water, it sounds like out in the marketplace, several growers are still dealing with excess water. We did a poll recently in Crop Life's e-newsletter where we asked, what are the field conditions in your area? And 65% of you said that the fields out in your markets are wetter than normal, wetter than they've ever been. I know that we're going to be following this in our September issue of Crop Life magazine with our cover story looking at fall fertility. And one of the key takeaways from that article is going to be the fact that with the excess moisture out there, nitrogen and other fertilizer usage for the fall at this point looks like it's going to be much slower than normal. So we'll be following that obviously in the coming month here.
Well, there's always an issue, and certainly is this year, and something we'll be watching closely. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Crop Life Retail Week, and we'll see you next week.